I put it in my pocket bag. We'll have your team taking off like a rocket ship. The odds against you don't stop the bet because you against the sports book. The bucket list got your back. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list.
The bucket list, the bucket list.
We back in the building. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy VO the Face. The bucket list wins you against the sports book. The bucket list got you back. We here for our first show in November, man. Everything is starting to get warmed up with the basketball season, even though the days are getting a little bit shorter. The season's still nice and long. We had some in-season tournament, man. I don't even know how to talk about it yet. But that's why I brought my boy here with me. He going to help me discuss it and break it down. What's going on, Jay Reese, the gambler?
Yo, let's go.
Let's go, man. We're going right off the glass, man. We're going to kick off a 5-pack of games and kind of run through it. It's a busy slate because they took off Tuesday for the election. So here we are, Wednesday, November 8th, and we got 5 games. We're going to go ahead and start in the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia hosting Boston. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying?
Man, we got this game sitting at a pick'em, even though they have Boston sitting at minus 128 and Philly at plus 108, man, with the over-under of 227 flat. This is real interesting, man. Both of these teams have gotten off to a real hot start. The Philadelphia 76ers did addition by subtraction and let go of James Harden, just setting him to the LA Clippers, and Maxey has really stepped up to the plate. Man, with that being said, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Jrue Holiday seems to be a little bit too much for the Philadelphia 76ers, man. I'm going with Boston on this one.
Yeah, Jrue Holiday has definitely been a welcome addition, and he's been missed in Milwaukee too because they have dropped from one of the top defensive teams in the league to being one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and that is all just because of the absence of Jrue Holiday. I did think they'd be okay because they had a couple other defenders on there. I don't know why I'm talking about Milwaukee when we diving into their Eastern Conference counterparts, but as far as Philly goes, I agree with you. Maxey has been incredible this year. Is he going to be able to keep up pace? Embiid has just been thugging it out, man, looking like he could be a possible MVP. I know I hated on him because I'm a Jokic fan, but I think he's definitely showing everything with this. They both have upper paces of play, the way they play their game, and the ability to score. So with the over-under number, I'd go over 227. But with this one, I think I'm just going to go with Philly, the home team, on the money line, pulling just a slight upset in this game. Next game on the schedule, we got the Clippers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying about this game?
Man, they got this at -4 for the Clippers, plus $1.42 for the Brooklyn Nets on the money line. And with the addition of James Harden, they actually subtracted from their team and they lost their first game in his debut, man. With that being said, Cam Thomas for the Brooklyn Nets has come on super strong and is actually providing a lot of production out there on the court. That boy is a shooter and he stays hot. With that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Brooklyn on the money line, man. I like that plus 142. I don't know if they got things clicking yet with the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, they have been kind of getting off a little bit slow, but they're still one of the better teams in the Western Conference as far as win percentage go. They're definitely clocking some dubs. I do think Cam Thompson was just a humble brag by you because you got him on your fantasy team and he kind of balled out a little bit on Monday. This ain't Monday. This Wednesday.
He been balling out. Not just Monday.
Oh, nobody cares about your fantasy team.
Nobody cares about that.
I'm only watching it now. I'm watching them. Ain't nobody watching the Nets, man. They've been a horror show ever since just dreaming of going to Brooklyn. Jay-Z done came and left. The Russian oil dude done came and left. KD came and left. Kyrie came and left. James Harden came and left. Those Knicks fans that was kind of wavering, they came and left. They back with the Knicks. I don't think nothing's going to stick with the Nets, including this game. I believe the Clippers will go east and steal one in New York. Let me go into the next game. We got San Antonio going to New York as well, playing in Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks. Wembanyama. What is Vegas saying about the Wembanyama's?
Oh, man, they got this sitting at minus 9.5 for the New York Knickerbockers, plus 330 on the money line for the Spurs, man. What you think about this game?
Oh, no, I think the Knicks are just practicing like no nut November or something because they just are not climaxing at all, man. They just have not been able to get it clicked. They got all of these different pieces, Josh Hart, they got the Quickleys, the Randalls, and just none of it is making sense or adding up right now. I do believe they are just kind of like a gumbo of disaster, man. It's got a lot of good pieces in it, but it was put together poorly, and I don't like what they chefing up. Wembanyama, on the other hand, he's over there practicing no shave November, and he ain't been shaving any points for the Spurs. He's been getting it in, including a career high of 38 points recently. He looks like the real deal. Everything is advertised. I'm gonna lean with Wembanyama, go and play well. We do know people play really well in the Garden. Will he do it on his first debut? I don't know, but he definitely has the talent set to get there. Jay Reeves, what do you think about that game?
Man, I'm going to use one of your famous sayings, man. You give me them points, I'm going to give you my money. I'm taking the Spurs plus 9, man. Let's move on to the next game.
All right, next game on the schedule, we got Cleveland going into Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren hosting Evan Mobley and the boys. What do you think about this one?
They got this sitting at minus 3.5. Actually, excuse me, minus 2.5 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Plus 120 for OKC on the money line, and a heavy 231 on the over-under. First off, I think this game is possibly not about to go over because the last game didn't. In the last game, actually, OKC Thunder eked out a win in Cleveland. I think they may do that again, man. I'm rolling with OKC on the money line here, man. The boy SGA is unstoppable. Donovan Mitchell has been draining a lot of buckets, but like I told you at the beginning of the season of the bucket list, man, a whole lot of points, not producing a whole lot of wins, man. So I'm definitely going with Chet Holmgren and the boy SGA on this one. What you say?
It's a spider, man. You know, I fucks with Donovan. I also think Darius Garland might be coming back in this one. And then even if he's not, they have waves of backcourts with Okoro, who's been giving them solid minutes, Max Strus, who's been doing well for them as well. I do like what Cleveland got in the backcourt, whether Garland returns or they just have to go as status quo. I believe Cleveland has enough in the tank to upset not quite there yet OKC team. So I'll go with Cleveland over OKC even on the road. Yeah, next up on the schedule is the Golden State Warriors coming out to Denver to take on my Nuggets. What do you think about this one?
What I think about this one? Hey, man, that's a crispy ass hat. I'm gonna let you know that right off the rip.
Yeah.
They got the Nuggets sitting at minus 3.5. Golden State plus 128. Over under 227 in the hooker walking down the street. Is Jamal Murray up for this game, or is he still injured?
He is still injured. But I think I know he probably will be sitting out this one. We're going to take it easy. These are the games that don't really matter. We're already sitting atop the Western Conference, even though we just caught our first L. These are the ones that matter. So we got to sit them. These ones don't matter. We're going to sit them out and kind of just hold on to them come the playoffs. I do think, Golden State, they've been playing well. I think the Chris Paul and Steph Curry dynamic is starting to get figured out, but it's just a work in progress. That Denver crowd just has been rough on teams. It's been tough to come to Denver. I think we've beaten like 25 straight teams with a winning record here in the Mile High State. So I'll go with Denver at home until I'm proven different. But I do think, Steph obviously can go anywhere and get the job done. But I'm going to go Nuggets. Giving up the points, 3.5. I'll take the Nuggets. What do you think in this game?
Man, I'm gonna play with the points, man, with the Golden State Warriors. You know how I'm about to jump on here. Hate.
Mm-hmm.
Without Jamal Murray, man, this may be a kind of a tougher matchup than what you're thinking, man. Denver may not just be able to roll over these fools. I do understand the altitude and the home crowd is an extremely big deal. But with that being said, man, you never doubt that light-skinned Steph Curry. Chef cooking with the pot, boy.
Yeah, but Jokic is the Chick-fil-A. You could pull out from Chick-fil-A and you forget your Polynesian sauce. That's what Jamal Murray is. You know what I'm saying? It's Polynesian sauce. But when your order is already cooked to perfection and the nuggets is going to slap every time, you don't need no dipping sauce when you got just the old sturdy joke filet. You know what I'm saying? And I just think he's able to get it done without him. And I do think freaking having Jamal's kind of a little extra, and we'll just wait to have him for when we need playoff Jamal. So let him sit out as long as he needs and see where we can get from there. This is the bucket list. When is you against the sports book? The bucket list got your back. We out of here.
Bucket.
Yeah.